Today's lesson, we are going to learn about what a meteorologist is and a little bit about how weather is predicted. And if we have time, we're also going to learn what a weather map is and how to read one. So before we start on the lesson, guys, when people talk about predicting the weather, a word that you hear a lot is whether the forecast was accurate or not. People talk about the accuracy of weather forecasts.
They're not always accurate.
So before we even start on learning about what a meteorologist is, we're going to do a VERA word. Remember our VERA words, our vocabulary words? We're going to do a VERA word for the word accurate. So let's take a look. Okay, so our word is accurate. Get my pen here. Oops. Okay, all right. So remember when we're learning about vocabulary words, we want to take a look at any prefixes or suffixes. So prefixes are word parts that come at the beginning of the word. Accurate doesn't have any prefixes. So let's look at the base word. And the base word, remember, the base word is like the middle part of the word. It's the part of the word that has the meaning of the word. So our base word is acu, and acu means sharp, guys. Now sharp, when we think of the word sharp, guys, usually we think of something that's really like pointy, something that might hurt you. But sharp can have more than one word. Sharp can mean, I'm sorry, you're absolutely right. Can have more than one meaning. So sharp can sometimes mean intelligent. Have you ever heard somebody say, oh, that guy's really sharp? Yeah. Have you ever heard that? Never heard that before? No. It can have the meaning of like someone who's sharp. If you hear somebody being described as sharp, that means they know a lot of things. So acu, our base word, means sharp, and then we have at the end, ate, and that means the state of. So our word accurate is the state of being sharp, or the state of being intelligent, state of knowing things. Okay? So let's scroll over a little bit more, and we're going to draw our picture now. Okay, does everybody have their pencils?
Yeah.
All right, grab your pencil. What I'm going to do, I'm going to make it a simple picture. I'm going to draw a person.
Shooting an arrow.
Actually, no, what I had in mind.
No, arrow.
If that helps you to remember accurate, if you want to draw somebody doing a bow and arrow and having an accurate aim and hitting the bullseye, if that's what helps you remember accurate, you can do that. I was just going to draw somebody who had their test. Something that will help you remember that accurate means correct, no mistakes.
Done.
You got a picture?
Yeah.
Everybody have a picture? Now you did a bow and arrow, good. Okay, if that's what helps you remember accurate, meaning no mistakes, so that person did not, their aim did not make any mistakes, it hit the bullseye. We're going to think about how this word is used, some of the different places where you might run into this word, okay? So we're studying the weather, so one question to think about, what does the word accurate have to do with predicting the weather? So what do you guys think? What does the word accurate have to do with predicting the weather? Why do you guys hear that a lot when you hear weather predictions? Yes, Josh?
Because the weather is right, and that's the weather outside right now, and then you're saying that's right on.
Yeah, and why do you think that's important for weather predictions to be accurate?
Because if it's not accurate, a tornado could actually come, or it could be rain instead, and it could say sunny.
Right. It could be something minor, like maybe people aren't prepared, they don't bring their umbrella if the weather prediction was wrong and it said sun and it starts to rain. It could be something minor like that, but it also could be something major too. If the weather forecast was not accurate and didn't warn people about a storm, there could be some really serious consequences. People need to be warned if there's some major bad weather coming along.
Yep.
So weather predictions, it's really important that people who predict the weather be as accurate as possible. Now you're going to run into the word accurate in a lot of different ways though, not just with talking about the weather. So let's take a look at some of the other places where you're going to run into the word accurate, and there's lots of them, and you guys already came up with one. You talked about, is your aim accurate with a bow and arrow? So here's an example. Was your answer to the math problem accurate?
Yes.
So, hopefully. So, you might run into that at school. Your teacher might say, check your answers, make sure that they're accurate. All right. And then accurate has a lot of different forms to it. Some other forms of the word accuracy is accuracy. So you might talk about the accuracy of the weather predictions. Accurately, we just use that word accurately. Did you accurately predict who would win the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
And then inaccurate. Anybody want to take a guess
Yes,
what inaccurate means, Josh?
It's not right.
Exactly, it's the opposite. Inaccurate means not accurate. Okay? So guys, we have 3 VERA words now. And just to do a quick review, I've put them on the board over here just to remind you guys. Okay? Can everybody take a look?
Yeah.
Okay, so our VERA words that we've done so far are, we have condition, and Josh, you were just talking about the condition of the board. We have conclusion, and you guys were just making conclusions about what the weather would be like today. And then we just did accurate. Okay, so those are your 3 VERA words that we've done so far this year. And keep using those VERA words as much as you can.